press kit as a resume, right? When you go in for a job, you come in with a resume. It just lets them read about you in a certain way that they want to take in the information, right?
All right.
Press kit, resume. You think of when you're going to apply for a radio interview or a show, think of that press kit as your resume.
And that's...
You would not walk into a place of employment without a resume.
That is an excellent
think of it like that
analog.
With the music game.
That right there is an excellent analog, because oftentimes I have correlated an EP or a mixtape to that resume for any entity within the entertainment industry. And to have the music video, I got the video from you earlier in the week for one of the artists that I'd like to talk about for a second, Scotty B. And the funny thing about that is Scotty B rhymes with Stotty P, who's he's a Hall of Famer on letsbeef.com. He's a battle rapper. We're working on, well, he's established his reputation as Stotty P. We'll just put it that way. And you know what I mean? So Scotty B right now, because some people hearing this might question the articulation. You sent me the video and the track, so let's talk about them for a second.
Okay, so Scotty B is an upcoming artist from Toronto, okay? And when he first came to me, he had never performed live on stage. Okay. So we got him on stage just so we could break the ice, because once you get rid of the butterflies or whatever you want to call it of being on stage, then now you can focus on really what the craft is. So right away we put him on stage, and he was a natural. Okay.
Okay.
He wanted to do more shows.
There's parallels here.
More shows. That's what I do for artists. I look for the hungry people and I try to match their hunger. All right.
Okay.
All right. So Scotty B, we had a show and he had a good idea to make the music video, part of the show. So we were going to film everyone who was there and then make the whole music video. So that night he had brought out about 60 to 70 people. And they were all chanting his name. It was crazy. It really gave him, a real look into what's yet to come.
Okay.
He's getting it already at the bottom stage of his career. There's only more to look forward to. So that's Scotty B in a nutshell. Very, very passionate, very committed to doing something within the community.
And the reason I took that tangent is because I wanted those listening to hear how you promoted artists. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm going to get to those tracks that you have sent today, and I'm going to correlate that to how quickly you can work on something. And that's the thing. Like, there we go into the valley. For any individual within a specific position to excel, you have to cater to their abilities. In my opinion and perspective, it's a matter of working on one's weaknesses in order to improve one's strengths. For example, for example, if I am good at prose, it would be good to work on poetry. If I'm good at poetry, it would be well within my capacity to establish a greater understanding of the function of prose, because knowing English is a fundamental element of life for communication, for contractual obligations, in order to document that which would be within the press kit, as you said. But we're gonna go into Hands Up by Scotty B, and we'll come back to you on this track. Monty Mula, I'm going to get to you just now. We had to restart.
To my homies right there, sitting in front of me. What you saying, Jamie, Patty, Mac, Envy? Come on, let's hear the bass. a trace. I'ma make my name and I rest my case. Hey, nobody gon' take my place. Sticks and stones won't break my bones, and my words won't keep me on that stage. Like, hey, how's it going? How's your weekend? Did you get high? I got high, we rollin'. That weed stank like, oh my, oh my. Bitches everywhere wanna party and just get tanked. Bidding on the floor, puking everywhere. I don't even know what this bitch drank. Said shit, my bad. She don't even know her limit. Okay, someone just give Limp a biscuit. It's a party in the world, come and take a visit. Shotgun, beer cans, why shrooms, and now we piss them out. Do it up again, party loud. Marijuana smoke, that's my cloud. Hit it hard, yeah, she got fouled. Blowing the whistle, but I just got fouled. Scoring them goals, making my family proud. Do what I want and I know it's allowed. Feel the vibe when I yell at the crowd now. Put your hands up. I said now put your hands up. Yeah, all the homies in the club, put those hands up. Females in the club, won't you stand up and dance up? I said, put your hands up. I said, now put your hands up. Yeah, all them homies in the club, put those hands up. Females in the club, won't you stand up and dance up? I said, 1, 2, 3. Todo dia eu fumo Maria. 1, 2, 3. Todo dia tá cheia bateria. Olha, rapariga, todo dia grita. Ai, querida, mamma mia. Eu estará olhando para distrair. I'm freaking out. Everybody here's just freaking out. Who's sleeping now? The whole damn city of Toronto is the reason why I stand here and I just keep screaming out. Fuck this, fuck that. I'ma sit, run around, take a nap. 5 minutes, I'ma bring it back and make the roof collapse. And yeah, I do mean it, this world, I do see it. Everything is just worth being when you walk around with feeling Scotty B. What you saying when you bouncing up on the stage? I feeling gravy when I mash it up on the stage. I say now put your hands up. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. I say now put your hands up. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. All the homies in the club, put those hands up. Females in the club, won't you stand up and dance up? I said, put your hands up. I said now put your hands up. Yeah, all the homies in the club, put those hands up. Females in the club, won't you stand up and dance up? I said, put your hands up. I said now put your hands up. Yeah, all them homies in the club, put those hands up. Females in the club, won't you stand up and dance up? I said, I said, I said.
All right, cool. So we're still in the studio, in the control room, because Django, shout outs to Django, for giving me the information I needed to know. But Freddie Fame was just talking to EVO 3.14 about artists who have established their own individual skill or craft, however, may have yet to
get experience,
get the exposure,
the
public exposure they require.
Yeah. What I said in that was, you know, there's different people out there trying to make it, okay? If you are good at what you do, you're going to attract other people that are also looking for people that can handle it. Alright? So as long as you put something out there, you have the possibility that someone's going to find it. And if they do, it brings you to another chapter in your life, in your career.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you don't do it, then there's no real way, you know, someone's going to discover you, you know? And that is just really, you know, just how it works, you know? You do something, people can look at it. You don't do it, they can't see it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just always good to just at least put an effort into whatever it is. And then you'll see people, you know, naturally attracted to you because they're looking to do something that you might be good at, you know? Like
Or maybe what you're good at.
I'm always looking for different people to I can't see him, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes it's like that's the problem with the world, right? Is that people only seem to believe what they feel or can see or can hear, and it's like that's not necessarily, you know, like the mind plays tricks, and it's kind of sad that sometimes people can't, you know, like not everybody believes in themselves or anything. So it's like like I'm making music that, like, my music is like, I've always had people tell me I couldn't do things, or I need to do other things, not just one thing. And it's like, you know, my music is about.
I know some producers who are amazing.
Yeah.
These guys are
You're talking to one of them.
producers that I've never heard. Right? But they're just too critical about themselves.
Yeah.
So they have never released anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, you're talking to one of them.
You're describing me to a T right now.
What stops them is, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they're good enough to release something. You know, when I first started,
I don't know if it's that though. Sometimes it's other people, like, believing that. Well, I guess that comes across as the ego thing, right? Like, it makes me think of, like, you know, with Bruce Lee, like, you know, the idea of style and having the best style, and like Bruce Lee's philosophy is basically there is no style. There's only you, you know? So it's like, it's a collective awareness, a collective consciousness, and it's like, that's why I don't get how people can compete and have such gargantuan egos, because, you know, it's like, it's just, yeah, it's a network. It's like either you're in or you're out, and there's no best. How can there be a best in anything when we are all operating on different levels? Right? So we don't see and hear the exact same way. So how can any two people be compared?
But we are the supreme contradiction, aren't we?
a lot of grants, okay, a lot of grant applications. We you know, we've been doing this for like 3 years, and what it is, you know, when applying for a grant, they want to know what you're up to.
Yeah, yeah,
They want to make sure that you can fill out forms properly.
yeah,
Right? If you miss a certain box, you're automatically disqualified.
yeah.
It's not because you're not the best, it's just because you couldn't follow instructions on how the system works.
Ah,
So
Got to pay attention.
it's critical not to become crippled by criticism.
Write that down.
you know,
I will write. You know what? That's
do things according to what they needed you to do.
That's a quote I got from Bill Zays. All right. So speaking of the 90 nickel, y'all gonna have to beware. Block is going to invade Durham region, and if you're doing a Turf Ready Fame, I'd like to invite you to this exclusive gala that is going to be hosted at a location that is going to be held under extreme
Protection by Gaia.
Exactly. Okay? This is something that I'm inviting you to.
The Gaia
and
Gala.
I'd like to work with you as well as EBO 3.14. All I'm going to say for now is it's going to be in Durham, and Durham region is going to know when it's happening. You don't have to agree to it on air. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you sound like the kind of person who can make this type of event. Definitely take this event to another level.
Well, I think it's like, he says Durham, and I think endure, and it's like, you know, if we can connect two different artists, different locations, different cultures, different races, then maybe we can endure, endure what comes. What's that?
I'm down for everything.
All right, sounds good.
Are you down for everything but ordinary?
I'm even down for ordinary. Because ordinary to me might be spectacular to someone else.
Oh, you know what?
That's
that
true.
That right there is a quotable.
Yeah.
What is ordinary to one may be spectacular to someone else. Okay, we are about. Oh
Nice.
man!
All right,
you know
man. Nice
what,
talking to you.
EBO, this is no. You got another 3 minutes.